Homework 1. Make a booklet of commonly found elements. Read the elements in periodic table. Choose the ones you are familiar with. Mention their uses as well. Knowledge 6.3 Classification of elements. Why do we need to classify elements? If elements are not classified into groups with similar properties, the chemists will have to deal with each element separately. This would make the study of all elements nearly impossible. Knowing the properties of one element in the groups allows the chemists to approximately know the properties of all the elements in that group. Elements are classified on the basis of physical properties into metals and nonmetals to make their study easy. Metals. Metals are generally solid except mercury and gallium. These two metals are liquid at room temperature. Elements are called metals when they have the following properties. Iron metals are hard and strong. 2. They have luster as they reflect light. 3. They can conduct heat and electricity. 4. They are ductile. 5. They are malleable. 6. Metals are sonorous. Some common examples of metals are gold, silver, iron, chromium, copper, and zinc. Homework 2. Look into periodic table. Left portion of the table has metals. Which of these metals do you use in your house in any way? List them all. Also, mention the property by which it is used. Nonmetals. Most of the nonmetals are gases, one is a liquid and a few are solids. They have the following properties. And nonmetals do not have luster. 2. Nonmetals are usually non-ductile and non-malleable. 3. Nonmetals do not produce sound when they are tapped. 4. Nonmetals have relatively low melting and boiling points. Nonmetals are non-conductors of heat and electricity. Skills 6.2 to 6.4 Explore the elements present around us. Compare and contrast properties of elements and relate them with their uses. Make a simple poster presenting common elements, their names, and symbols. S. Classification and categorization. SS. Classification and categorization, critical thinking, exploration, comparing and contrasting. Objective. To develop an understanding of elements in our environment, compare their properties, and relate them to real-world applications. Instructions. Scan the given QR code to access the worksheet named as The Wonders of Elements, Properties and Practicality, and solve it. Knowledge 6.4 Pure Substances, Compounds. We learn about different types of substances. One type is called an element. An element is a substance that is made up of only one kind of atom. But many substances are made up of more than one kind of atom. When these different kinds of atoms join tightly together, we call it a compound. Compounds are formed when atoms of different elements bond together. Bonding is the term used to describe how atoms join together in compounds. For example, when a carbon atom bonds with two oxygen atoms, a new compound called carbon dioxide is formed. It acts as a unit. In a container of carbon dioxide, there will be only unit. Therefore, compounds are also pure substances. They cannot be broken down into component atoms easily. Properties of compounds. Compounds have different properties than their combining atoms. For example, water is a compound that can be seen and tasted, but its constituent elements, i.e., oxygen and hydrogen, are colorless, invisible gases. In the same way, NaCl is a compound comprising sodium and chlorine. Sodium is a solid metal, and chlorine a green gas. They bond together and make sodium chloride, which is a white crystalline solid.